In this video, I want to show you how to do histogram modeling of digital elevation model in TerrSet. So to do that, open your software, the TerrSet Library GIS Geospatial Monitoring and Modeling System. So previously, I've done a video on how to download and install this software, and I've done another video on introduction to the interface of this software. You can check the videos in the description box. So after you launch the software, the first thing to do is to create the project you want to do. In this case, histogram modeling of digital elevation model. So now come to this TerrSet Explorer and click on this plus sign to expand it. Then come to projects. So to create a new project, just come here under project and right click and you will see new project. Click on it. Then navigate to your folder where you have your data sets, and you can actually create a new folder from here, or you create the folder beforehand and just connect to it. So I want the project I want to create to be this tutorial. So I'll just click on my tutorial folder where I have my data set, digital elevation model. Click on it, it has picked it, and I'll click on OK. You can see tutorial. The project name is tutorial. And now to bring in the data you have in this folder into the interface of TerrSet. So come to File. After you have connected to your folder where your data is, come to File and right click and refresh. Then double click here. You can see that my data, which is digital elevation model, is here. This software is unique. I've done another video on how to convert your data into the format that this software recognized. So this is my digital elevation model. To bring in to this interface, what I need to do is to double click it. Double click. You can see this is my digital elevation model, and it ranges from 108 to 1170 meter above mean sea level. So if I want to model the histogram of this digital elevation model, as I've loaded it into the interface of this software, you can see the composer here. Now this is the interface you will use to model the histogram. To do that, come to this icon, which is layer properties. Click on it, it will bring the layer properties, and come to properties here. Click on it. Then come down here, you will see histogram. Click on it. It will run and create the histogram. The histogram is created. This is it, histogram. And one beautiful thing about it is that it will give you the statistics, that is the summary of the statistics. You can see the mean, you can see the minimum and maximum, and you can even see the standard deviations of this digital elevation model. And here is the histogram. You can see it here. If you want it as bar graph, you can see it here. Then if you want it as a line graph, you can change it to line graph, and you can see the line graph here. And if you want it as area graph, click on this area graph and you can see the histogram here. So let's go back to bar graph. This is it. Now if you want to adjust it, you can even modify or edit it to display the graph from, instead of from minimum, which is 108, you can say it should display it from 0. So in this case, you just change this to 0. For instance, if I change it to 0, and I can also change the class width. Instead of 8, I may choose to put 5. Then I will click on update. So it will update the modification I've done to the data. So after modification, you can see the results. You can see how it has changed the histogram. However, if you want it to be instead of from 0, if you want it to just be from the minimum value as originally stated in the data, so just change it back to that 108, which is this. If I bring this one down, that is from this minimum, so 108 to the maximum 1170 meter above mean sea level. And you can equally change this, the class width, you can change it now to, let's say, 9 or whichever number you prefer, and update again. So you can see the results. Now, how do you save this? To save it, you can come here, save to clipboard. So right click and you can click on save all graph. If I click on that, it will copy it. Then go to Microsoft Word, open a Microsoft Word, then right click and paste. So you can see it here. But in this case, it copies all the information in case you want to display the informations in your reports. So it captures all the statistical summary here and also the graph. However, if you want only the graph, let's go back to that software. If you want only the graph, just click on the graph, then come here, right click and click on graph. Then click save selected graph. If you click on it, then go back to that Microsoft Word. So let's just come back here and right click and paste. You can see it has pasted only the graph, histogram graph of the digital elevation model without the statistical information. So in a nutshell, this is how to do histogram modeling of digital elevation model in TerrSet. I hope you like this video. Kindly subscribe. Thank you for watching.